In this video, I'm going to show you how you can put text in a spiral, like so here. I was asked how to do it, so I thought I'd just go ahead and make a video for it. I went ahead and typed out playing with spiral text in Inkscape 0.91 for a video because I didn't want to have you sit and wait while I type, because I'm not the fastest. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the spiral tool over here on the left-hand side and left click and drag out a spiral, and let's select it and open fill and stroke with this little paintbrush right here and go to stroke style, and then let's change that to, I'll change it to 5 so it's just easier for you to see on the screen really. Okay, now if you look at your information bar at the bottom, this is a spiral. We need this to be a path, so because it's a stroke and not an object such as a circle or a square, we're going to apply path stroke to path. Okay, and then select your text. Make sure you haven't done anything to it, that it's still text. Well, actually, you could decrease the spacing between the letters if you wanted to. But really, that's about it. Choose a font that is pretty plain. You don't want one like Magnolia Sky for sure, because it's just not going to go in a spiral very well. Now, another thing that I forgot to mention, let me draw another spiral here. There are some, open back up my fill and stroke and change that to a 5 so you can see it. There are some options in your spiral tool that you can change. The number of turns you can increase or decrease. Your divergence you can decrease or increase, which starts from the center. It either gets smaller or larger. And your spacing here. So let's turn this back to the default by hitting this little paintbrush here. Okay, and then your inner radius. You don't want this little curl to be too curly right here, otherwise your text isn't going to come out looking very well. So you can actually increase that so that it straightens out a little bit. And let's go ahead and add a few more turns, and let's just leave the divergence at 1.000. All right, so those are some adjustments that you can make to the spiral itself. Now, once this has been turned into a path and your text is still text, select the text, hold shift, select the spiral, and go to text, put on path. And there you have it. Now, there are some options here. You can flip the selected objects vertically, which is going to start your text reading from the correct way, is what I say. I don't know. Some people like it to start in the center, but I like it to start at the top. So then what I'll do is I will go to the rotation keys and rotate everything so that it starts from the top, like so. All right. So now, obviously, the more text you have, it's going to keep going around and around. I haven't changed this yet, so I could actually go in here and say, now we need, well, let's see what happened here. Oh, there we go. It's just slow. Now we need more. Okay, see what that did? So I'm going to actually backspace out of that. Now I can leave this. Oh, let's put the R and the E back. And I can go up to my, in my text tool, my letter spacing, and I can decrease that, and it's going to move that E back around there, like so. So just play with your options with your text, your spacing between letters, and then also the spiral with your turns and your, I usually leave divergence the same, but your inner radius and your turns. And then once you have it all set the way that you want it, you go to your selection tool, deselect everything, select just your text, and go to path, object, ungroup. Now, I usually leave it like that, and I'll deselect everything and select just the spiral and move that out of the way. And then I can look at it and see if I like it, if any letters need to be moved. Like this O is touching the P. So I'm going to select that and move it down just a little bit so they're not touching. And then I think I'll move this E just a tad bit closer. I'll just move this whole word a little bit closer. There. Plain with spiral check text in Inkscape 0.91 for a video. And then now we need more. But text would have went around that corner and you saw what happened. So, but while your text is still text and your path is still path, you can select your, oh, I'm sorry, when your spiral is still a spiral and not a path, you can select, oh, I can't speak. Sorry about that. Select your spiral and you go to your spiral tool and you can still use these options to try to get it to look better. You just have to play around with it. But anyway, so that is that. That's how you do that. Now, remember these are all separate letters. So let's select all and go to path union. And then you can resize it however big or small you want it. And that's how you put text in a spiral shape. Thanks for watching.